Everybody, what's going on? I know, not the person that you expected to see. Nick's running a little late, and Amy's not here to take up the dead air, so we're gonna have the worst possible person to take up dead air until Nick shows up. So, hey, everybody in the chat, good to see you. Thanks for showing up. There's gonna be giveaways tonight. Hey there, Peter. Yeah, I know, Mister Easy. I know. Hey, Barlord, Marcus, everybody. There's gonna be giveaways and things like that, but Nick has had he's going through it right now, folks, and especially without Amy here, he just didn't have enough time to put together what he thought was a good art show for y'all. So it's just going to be a talk show when he shows up. Yeah. Shaking my desk here. So, yeah, take us away. I'm trying to, Marcus. But yeah, he's just I don't pretend to know too much about this diamond stuff, but I know it's causing a lot of people heartache and grief. And hey, Lorena, yeah, thanks, TJ, thanks. Uh, so until he gets here, how's everybody been doing? Have you picked up any art pieces? Even though I don't know much about art at all, have you read anything good lately? You watched anything? Anybody watching Alien Earth? Oh, that's all right, Alberto. And hey, Jewish Dragons. Hey, Alberto, that's fantastic, man. I need to start getting into that myself. Becoming a little too sedentary with my job here. My old job, I worked around. I moved around a lot. So, oh well, Bartlett, what'd you do? What was your old job? Nice, Rugrat. My wife and I are watching it. We're not usually we're usually IT support. That's awesome. We're usually those folks that wait for something to be over and then we just binge it all. But my wife is a huge Aliens fan, and I like Aliens too. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, we've been watching that show week to week. We're really enjoying it. So glad to hear other people are too. Hey, that's always a good feeling, man. That's always a good feeling when they come to you instead of the other way around. Oh, the sheep. Oh, that's crazy. So y'all, until Nick gets here, it's just me and y'all. So what, within reason, folks. Whatever y'all want to talk about. I don't want to talk about anything bad this week. Um, let's keep it on a positive note here, just like Nick would want it. Hey, Mike, good to see you. Tanvi, yes, yeah, unknown. I understand that. Trust me. The one of the bad things about working for the experience behind the scenes with the artists and seeing the art that Nick has, no way I could I can afford any of that stuff right now. Uh, Barlord, I have not read the new Cap run. Uh, I read old comics. It takes me a long time before I get to anything newer. I think the newest thing that I read was the Immortal Legend Batman. Oh, National Book Fest. That's awesome. Any predictions? I don't know. I don't know. My wife keeps talking about Jerry, one of the xenomorphs named Jerry. Like I said, she's deep into the lore and the comics and stuff. Yeah, see, Barlord, when Rich and Dez were talking about it, and that's what they said. I don't read a lot of Power Rangers, and I never read Radiant Black, so I think that maybe that's why I enjoy it a little bit more. I think that's kind of an added benefit sometimes, not reading too many things. So the Immortal Legend Batman for me was really good. The Matt Fraction one, like I said, it's not bad by any means. I don't want to make it come off like that, but I need more. I need more before I form like a real strong opinion on it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Bats, the writer for Power Rangers. Yeah, I mean, it feels to me like I read a lot of older stuff, and every once in a while I'll sprinkle in some of the newer books. I just got done rereading all of the boys, and then uh, I reread Dear Becky. You might hear my dog shaking in the background. Full story. So I'm in whether I like it or not. No, I got you. I got you. I have not seen Weapons. It that is one of those things that again I don't really let people sway what I watch and what I like or anything. It's one of those movies though that people either really dig it or they don't. But that's on the list of movies. Every list I have is growing exponentially. Like my to read pile is just ridiculous because I'll go back and read things that I've already read before instead of reading newer things. Like I've had Batman Dark Patterns sitting on my list forever. Um, there's a bunch of Punisher Max stuff that I haven't read, and I haven't read the new Punisher either. Yeah, that's what I hear too, Barlord. That Dark Patterns is really good. Well, and Peter, you know what? That's all that matters. That's all that matters. If you went into it and it was like it entertained you and you were scared by it, that's all that matters. At least that's what I think about things. There's plenty of stuff that people love that I'm like, I'm not into, but I'm never going to be like, you're an idiot for liking this or anything. You know what I mean? Like, cool, you like that? Wasn't for me, but I haven't seen it. I'm not saying that about this movie. I hadn't seen it, but Weapons is finally on VOD next to Red Sonja. Red Sonja is something I still want to watch. Sell us some comics. My comics aren't for sale. I'm I'm a comic hoarder. We don't sell anything. If my office wasn't so messy right now, well, you know what? Forget it. Here we go. Sorry in advance for motion sickness for anyone. I'll just show you some of our stuff over here. My office is a mess, folks. Please forgive me. All the long boxes with comics sitting on top of them. Ugh. There we go. Yeah, not a comic seller, just a comic fan. The long boxes really are because my wife likes to collect single issues. I'm a trade person. Any details on Red Sonja watch party? They told me because again, folks, and I don't mean this in a bad way at all. I don't work for Dynamite, so I'm not privy to a lot of things. But I think they're waiting on Amy before they decide to do anything with that. Oh, thank you, Tamdi. It's a wreck. I need. I just haven't had any time to straighten anything out back here. Let's see. Unknown. I've never watched The Village. It's just one of those things that I know it's out there, and it's not like I was like, I don't want to watch this movie. I just hadn't gotten a chance to. Yeah, you know, I wish I understood more about this stuff so I could have that conversation with y'all, but again, I've never worked for a comic book store. This is the closest I've ever been to being in the comic book community is with the experience. So, you know, all this stuff is super foreign to me. I just know it's hurting a lot of people, and that sucks. You know, I don't just say this because Nick is one of the people that I answer to. I answer to a lot of people with this job, but Nick is a great person. He really is. The Nick you see on screen is the Nick you get behind the scenes. He is a good dude. Like I say that all the time. Like nobody's gonna convince me that Nick Barrucci isn't a good person. And for having him going through something like this, man, it's terrible. It's terrible. He's got to stress about it. It's terrible. He's got to worry about it. You know, I'm hoping this stuff gets over soon. You know. Well, Barlord, like I get it, man. It's just I spent a week and a half, like scanning all the books that I could scan in, uh, so I can make sure we don't double buy things. And then the next thing I know, it's like, well, everything was neat and organized, and then I tore it up doing that. I make such a mess trying to organize; it's ridiculous. I would never try to take this show from Nick. No, absolutely not. If anyone's the evil overlord, it's Kyle. All right, TJ, let's all be honest. I'm kidding, Kyle. I'm joking. Um, love Kyle too. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, just to let you know, there's nobody on this network that I don't like. They're all amazing. They're all great. I have a good time with everybody here. Like it's a job, and I do have to work, but it makes it so easy working with such great people. You know. Hey, Marcelo, good to see you. I promise y'all, Nick should be here soon. Let me make sure he wasn't trying. He hadn't been trying to call me. Uh, no, that's that. Hold on, let me get it right. That is my Superman that Tracy Medina sent me. I love it. And if you look up here, I have a print. It's a print. I got to meet Morgan Mel in person at Dallas a couple years ago. And we bought this print from her. Oh, and hold on just a second, folks. Nick is calling me. Nick, how's it going? If they can hear you, you're on air.
Whoa, I can't find the StreamYard link because I'm an idiot. Can you
No.
pop it into Slack or email me?
Yes, I can. I'll email it to you. Give me just a second.
Sure, thanks.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, folks, if you give me just a second, I'm gonna send. I gotta email Nick the link for the show real fast, and then he will be joining us. There we go. Sorry, folks, I'm not looking at the screen right now. Make sure it went through. Okay. There we go. And my camera just got disconnected by my dog. Hold on just a second. This is what happens when stuff is live, folks. Great. There we go. My while my wife's working, the dog is in the office with me. We're not used to being on camera at this time, but we're gonna have Nick on, so I'm going to fade back into obscurity. So let's welcome in Nick, folks.
No, stay here. Don't leave them alone with me. What's going on, everybody? Sorry for being late. Yeah. So anyway, I'm missing all the comments. So thank you, Unknown. Appreciate that. It's been another crazy week. Yeah, Fade to Black is right. Rugrat, thanks for being here. Blair Witch Nick. Yes. Man, when I'm this close to the computer, I look even more well-rounded than I normally am. So, all right. So, it sounds like the holy, some of these prices. $1 million for the Frazetta. Wow, that's nice. But Dave McKean, 362.5. That's crazy. Hey, Marcelo, how are you? Number one Marvel fan, Goo. Ken K. 17 minutes late today. There better be at least two 11-cent auctions. Okay, we'll start my soul at 11 cents. I'm kidding. It's not worth that much. Hey, listen, from what Alberto was telling me, man, this was a crazy auction. I didn't get a chance to watch much of the auction today. I am curious myself. I've got this in front of me, but my thoughts are wowsy, wow. Wow. I'm looking at some of this right now. Very little fell between the cracks from what I'm seeing. Hopefully Alberto got the one Captain America. Oh my God. The Treasury Edition sold for only 11,250. I mean, yeah, it's Captain America in the West, but 25% VIG really brought out the buyers. So did you win anything, Alberto? I don't think you were clear on that. Did you win anything? Hey, Kenneth, how are you? Everyone who lost on Heritage, it just means you have more money to spend. Save it till next Friday. I'll have art for sale next Friday. Wow, I can't believe how cheap the Marvel Treasury went for. The Barry Windsor Smith Wildstorm Rising felt like that feels like it went a little cheap too, but it's easy to say something was cheap when you didn't bid on it. Daredevil, looks like the Wally Wood Daredevils have pretty much evened out to they're not going up or down. Although this page with only Daredevil in 3 panels, 16250. Let's see, there's one more. Mad Magazine. All right, what did anybody get today? What piece did you get, Tariq? Let us know. Another rate cut next week is making the money easy to come by. That'll be good. You didn't win a single thing. Somebody did a deal with me. It's a 3-way trade. They knew I wanted something for the last 10 years that I haven't been able to get. Do you think too many Wallywood Daredevil? I think too many Wallywood Daredevils back to back auctions. I mean, I can't think of a major auction in the last 2 years that didn't have a Wallywood, that had more than one Wallywood Daredevil. Matter of fact, I'm almost surprised that the prices are maintained. It's kind of trippy if you ask me. I almost think that the prices should have been lower. So yeah, so this is wow. So there's a cover to Brave and the Bold that I've wanted for over 10 years. And oh, you got the cheapest Cochrane Wolverine. Oh, that was a nice one. Congratulations. I don't blame you, Alberto. Like I said, I thought they would have went a little bit softer. It's like they bounced back. Yeah, I know. Well, because they're putting a lot of them out there. So, did I get the Paul Smith? No, I got the Brave and the Bold. I did a 3-way deal. I wanted that Brave and the Bold for 10 years. It was offered to me at $60,000 10 years ago, which I thought was a crazy price back then. Then a couple of years ago, maybe 5 years ago, it was offered to me at $30,000, and I still felt it was too strong of a price. So I made a deal with someone who wants a piece that I have that I would do a 3-way trade if it came in at a certain price. So it came in under the price that I was willing to go for. And I have an Aparo. So yeah, 3-way deal. So I've done those before. I've done them with Will and other people. I traded Will my Justice League #2 Kevin McGuire cover. He traded somebody. I gave him the Justice League #2. He gave somebody else a FF Burn Splash. And then I got the Invaders cover with Human Torch and Submariner by Gil Kane. I think it's Invaders 22 or 24, who's a Paro. Funny. Too funny. So yeah, so look, I got one thing. It was cool, 3-way deal. I also, the one that other piece I would have liked to have gotten, and it's a piece that a lot that I sold, the Batman 433. I did want to get that back if at all possible, but the 3-way deal wouldn't have covered that, so I couldn't get it. But that's all right. Tried to get a Kirby X-Men, but get outbid on all the pieces. I tried to get the Miller Daredevil, no luck. Oh, the Cap cover was great. Oh, so was the Kane. I tried to get lot 44, didn't get there though. Which one was lot 44? #1 Marvel fan. How come no tribute show for? Never thought about it, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Sal Cap covers. 7 Kirby Cap pages in the Wallywood and some peanuts. I'm curious though, what were the Miller pieces? What did they go for? Let's see. Oh my God. Man, the prices on the Millers have stabilized. I can't believe the Wolverine #4. I mean, there's no Wolverine, I get it, but I still can't believe that it only went for 35,000. Holy free holies. And the 189 with the Black Widow and Daredevil and Stick. Wow, that only went for 35 too. The Ronin. Now, wasn't this Ronin #1, page 12 in an auction previously? I know that Canada Jones had it. I'm pretty sure this is the page Canada Jones had. Avengers where Black Knight joins the team. Oh, Avengers 48. Okay, lot 44, Avengers 48, I think. Okay. Still 800 lots to go. Yeah, no, that's all right. Let's see. Sin City, Frank Miller. Man, I honestly can't believe the Daredevil and the Wolverine went for only 35,000. I would say those kind of fell between the cracks. Seed of Destruction, 35K. Ooh, the Bruce Timm 35K. That feels a little low. I mean, look, not a lot low, just a little. Oh man, that Marvel double feature, Alberto. Ooh, that is a beauty. But you've got a better Kane, the one that you picked up for me. So felt like higher highs and lower lows. Yeah. Miller didn't really touch those pages. It was all yes, that is correct, Alberto. But it's still, those pages have been going for a lot more money. They just have. Miller's not doing himself any well. Yeah, well, he's evolving as an artist. It makes him happy, so that's the important thing for him. I said that. I said the Wolverine had no Wolvie, but it still had, and I forget her name right now, but it's still very nice. The Paul Smith Wolvie page exploded. Yeah, listen, his credentials, So let's see. The Barry Windsor Smith Conan #8. That went okay. The X-Men 170 at 20,000. Wow. Oh my God. The Barry Windsor Smith Marvel Comics Presents 81. 425,000. Damn, I sold my splash cheap compared to this. Man. Wow. So let's see what the Wolvie page. Spirit of Vengeance 5 by Adam Kubert went for 20. You know, Goo, honestly, I thought it might go a little higher. Whoa, 106,000. Oh, my stars and garters. That is a lot. A Watchman page went for 112.5. You guys aren't kidding. The highs were really high. Wow. I should go in order. Wow. Oh yeah, hit the thumbs up. I forgot all about that. I should get fired. Make sure and make sure you subscribe. And if you have subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. I've been doing so many frigging conversations today. I didn't even make it to work. Let's see. VV, let me see. What do we got? Oh man, I look even worse when I look at myself. Wow. How do you guys like turn the do you like turn the video off and just put me on audio? Because I do have a face for radio, you know. Even the pieces you saw fell between the cracks didn't really, they just stayed. Well, that's what I think the Miller Daredevils went a little bit lower than normal. I mean, you do have, look, it's been said before, Rights and Swamp Thing Splash went for 87. Get a filter, Nick. Yeah. Is there a filter that'll make me look less ugly? Let me know. Inquiring minds want to know. All right, I'm going to go in order of where I tried a bit on the Rights and DPS. That was gorgeous. All right, so let's go in order. All right, Frazetta, Erie 81. Yeah, $1 million. Barry Windsor Smith. Wow. The John Romita Kazar Spider-Man cover, 375. The Dave McKean Batman Arkham Asylum, 362. Bill Watterson, 237. 212,000 for the Watchmen page. It is a key page, I will say that, but still. Oh my God. Wow. The Fred Ray action, 200,000. Bodes well for the health of the hobby. Prices a lot of folks out. I tried to bid on the hashtag private deals. Yeah. Although I should have put my Weapon X in here. Had it been a while since those were put on the market to sell. Some of these, yeah. Miller, Wolverine, Sal Cap, Gibbons, Watchman. I wonder how much Marcus has got hidden. 46 watching and only 32 likes. Darn. I think I said the Jack Kirby Hulk. Wow. 112,000 for On the Moon with Watchmen. Wow. Wow. Oh, I see why the Watchmen went for 212,000. It's got the matching color guide. Well, that makes all the difference. Damn, man, 212,000. All right, 212,000 for the Watchmen page with the color guide. How much do you think was the page and how much was the color guide? Oh man. 212,000 for a Watchmen page. Let's see. Long week. 44 watching, 35 likes. Come on, guys. Let's like this stream, even if I'm not selling. Come on, we're having fun. We're doing a little bit of a heritage. You know what? I will say the Aparo is cheap. I mean, that is like, considering that the deal was 20K or less, we'll do the 3-way trade. I honestly didn't expect it to do that. Color guides are hot. Yes, the McKean. Have there been a lot of McKeans out there? Because I haven't seen any. Yeah, it's a good thing you got rid of the Brave and the Bold Aparo, man. a year later, a year and a couple of months later, and the prices are still the same that you traded them. See the Bernie Wrights and Swamp Thing 87, 85 almost on the Kirby Hulk. Russ Jones Monster World 81,000. Wow. I can't believe the oh my god. The Portfolio Watchman piece went for 81,000. Wow. Mike Mignola Hellboy Seed of Destruction. You know, is it just me, or does it feel like the Liefeld New Mutants? You know what? It's a good price. I was thinking maybe it should have been higher, but I don't see like Cable up there. Oh, excuse me. My God. Oh my God, the McFarlane page, 68,000. You guys are like seeing me do this in real time. I made a stream. Hey, Igor, thank you for being here. Nick aren't bidding on the apparel that will go cheap. No one else wants to. Oh, that's not nice. I can buy one back. You know what, Marcus? Let's talk. I can use the money. You felt the Liefeld one high, okay. Just right. Yeah, I think just right is the right answer. Went for a lot more than I would be willing to pay. Yeah, that too hype for what it ended up as. Yeah. The Jose Pepe Gonzalez Vampirella 20-page story, 62,000. Feels a little strong. What? The Tim Sale Daredevil 3 cover went for 68,000. I think people forgot that the buyer's premium was 25%. Let's see. Second appearance of Deadpool, 57,500. The X-Men 133, 57.5. No, it's inked and marker, and there is very little, but I still thought it would go for a little bit more than that. San Julian Vampirella 12. Man, I wish I was in a position to buy that. I'll never get an Alex Schomburg, that's for sure. I'm more excited for Sunday. Hopefully, well, it's an 8-hour day. No, it's probably gonna be a 12-hour day on Sunday. So, Sam Keith Wolverine Blood Hungry 52.5. My God. Hey, is this the first time Lucy pulled the football from Charlie Brown? Because that may be why that did what it did. At record highs, people have money to spare. Yeah. Buscema really is nice, though. First appearance cover. So does that mean it's not the Serpent Squad's first appearance? It's the first cover appearance? I want to know. Let's see. Mike Zeck's Secret Wars. First appearance, 45 grand. Wow. John Byrne and Ricardo Villagran, 118. It's 43. The Champions went for a little bit more than I thought it would. Maybe not a lot more, just a little more. I would have thought it would have been 30. I think that was offered to somebody for like 15 a couple of years ago, too. But you never know when you put your art in an auction. Jim Lee, that did it just about right. Dave Gibbons Watchman went for only 40,000. Only. Let's see. Keep it rolling in stocks or take it out to buy art. I think people are taking it out to buy art. Yeah, I know, Murdoch. It's been a whole day of talking. Actually, last night too. This whole diamond thing and everything else going on takes a lot out of you. I mean, I like Sam Keith, but I think there's a bit of overvaluation. It is what it is. I will be at New York Comic Con Wednesday for the retailer part, and then Thursday as well. What stories do I have? Well, I've got some complete John Romita Jr. stories. No, I'm kidding. I can't talk about any of the Diamond stories. It's partially because it's friggin' painful. Bruce Timm Joker went for 40 grand. Wow. So that's 32 grand plus buyer's premium. Gil Kane Iron Man cover. Dale Keown Pitt, Todd McFarlane, Mark Silvestri, image covers, jam cover. That feels like it should have gone for a little bit more. Batman Hush. Oh my God. Feels stupid that I sold my All-Star Batman double page spread for $3,500 when I did. It had Black Canary. Should have held out on that. That wasn't even something that was somebody's like grail. They kind of said it was, and then they friggin' flipped it. People cannot be nice. But that's all right. That's life. Let's see, Guardians of the Galaxy, Jim Valentino, Todd McFarlane, Howard Chaykin, Star Wars. They continue to excel. Neil Adams, X-Men. Wow. That went higher than I thought it would. Bill Sienkiewicz, FF. The Wrightson didn't pop too much, did it? I think it was at 20,000 plus juice before the live. So what did this bring it up to? 25,000? So anything I can say about Diamond suing publishers? Sorry, let me come back to. All right, let's see. Just don't buy a Power Art. No, Nick doesn't like to. Just don't buy a Power Art. Anything you can say about Diamond at OAX? I sounded like Nick Saturday morning and was scared. I could barely talk when I woke up. Too much talking. I know that's why you got to have hot tea with lemon and honey, which I should have had. I will be there. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, let's see where the bankruptcy is. After auctions like this, many overspend. Yeah, that does happen. So does a 25 mean if something sells for 40, buyer pay? Yes, unknown. That's what it means. No buyer's premium with me though. 869 plus tax. And remember, do you hang a lot of art on your walls? I've got 6 frames in my home office. 4 regular sized frames, 2 twice up frames. And I try and switch the art out every few weeks because I like to look at my art. And it's cool because I get to look through some of the folders and then I put art up and I put art back. So it's cool. Diamond suing the publishers. They're just trying to screw the publishers more. I mean, it's as simple as that. They want our inventory to sell it to pay JP Morgan, and they should be going after Diamond to collect the money owed. We should Slido it. What would I Slido, CJ? Tell me what I should Slido. I don't know how to do it, but tell me what I should do. Oh, the John Romita Senior Marvel team up? That feels a little light. I know it's Human Torch and Iron Man, but it feels a little light. All right, so 1 Wallywood Daredevil, 1 for 30 grand, which isn't bad. Yeah, stable. Mostly stable. Let's see. Special glass like UV protection. Special glass unknown. My top pages, I love them all. I mean, I love the page of Flash with Kid Flash taking the stand in court, a $300 page, and it's one of my favorite pages. So, to be clear, it's not about the money, it's about the beauty. Hold on one sec. Hey, I'm in the middle of my show. Can I call you back in a little bit? That's okay. That's all right. Bye. Can you help me bid next time? I said I don't have a buyer's premium when I sell to you guys. I didn't say I don't pay a buyer's premium. They probably want to charge me extra. Let's see. The song in my head these days is Queen and David Bowie, Under Pressure. I ordered some of those Mahler bags with matting in them, like Dino uses, works great. Oh, nice. Nick paid. Okay, I already said that. Do you know if you have any of the Jesco 911 prints? I do not have any of those left, TJ. Those were made back in 2001, and we sold them all, and all the money went to the charity that Jusco chose. So we did all the work for free. The printer was kind to give us the paper for free, and that worked out well. Yeah, well, you guys can figure out why Under Pressure's on my head all the time. Let's see. Oh, I know there's no X-Men on it, but I feel like the X-Men 139 went a little low. It's Shaman and Guardian and Wendigo. I mean, Wendigo's small too, but let's see. Alex Ross Marvel Splash 26,000. That feels like a strong price. Let's see. The John Buscema Thor. Thor is small, but 25 grand feels a little bit like the low side of fair. Beastie Boys, yes. Mama, you're just jealous. We're the Beastie Boys. Oh my God, Corey, those are friggin' awesome, aren't they? Dynamic may have held on to a few. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, TJ. They're on eBay though. Took me a second to process. Galactus made that go higher. I can see that. Let's see. The Marvel Premiere page at 25K. That's a nice price. That's good. Oh my God, the McFarlane Wolverine page with Spider-Man and Wendigo went for 25. You should have did that for the three-way deal. Wow. Well, the budget was no more than 20. Oh my God, the McFarlane Spidey 16 double page spread one for 25. Those feel like they fell between the cracks. Jack Kirby, X-Men number 10, page 14. Jim Lee, X-Men 275. Wow, with Nick Fury. This page is gorgeous. Oh my God. Jesus. 23,750. Wow. McFarlane what did the Pet Keown go for? I'll find out. Oh, did you, James? How long ago? I'm just curious. Sagar is an excellent artist. Like I said, the Frank Miller Ronin feels like it went a little light. Ernie Chan Joker number 3. Okay, complete book. I don't know, man. That feels like that's a little light too. The Adam Kubert. Wow, I think somebody got a good price on that. Let's see. So the Mignola Aquaman. Aquaman is always at a discount because it's Aquaman. So let's see what the Mignola Aquaman did. Let's see, what am I missing? Glad to see Megan Hetrick getting some love. She is underappreciated. That Steranko page. Okay, that's in here. So let's see. Wow, Mignola can even pull up Aquaman to 21,500, and it's Aquaman with the spear hand. But people grew up on it, just like people grew up with Wolverine and the bones and not the metal. Let's see. Avengers number 8 at 21,000. I would have thought this went for more. I mean, again, just what I would have thought and what the market is could be two different things, obviously. Galactus FF 244 at 20,000. Okay, Glenn Fabry Preacher still maintaining, which is good. I gave it in a trade. We all know the only good prices for it is only given on this stream. Igor, that's very kind of you. That's very kind of you. Paul Smith, X-Men 170, 20,000. Yeah, that Steranko's been around a few times. So Mark Bagley Venom. I always feel like the 362 should have went for higher. Personally, I prefer Springsteen. Okay. Just trying to read what it said. Subby is greater than Aquaman. I agree. Let's see. What are we doing on the likes, guys? What are we doing on the... God, I'm ugly. Let's see. I'm going to give myself nightmares. Guys, 37 likes, but 46 people watching. And Ruben usually hits like 4 times. I hit it twice. Come on, guys, get me to 50 likes. It's going to hurt my feelings. Do you have a hand or knowledge? I do have a hand in knowledge. What's up, unknown? Tell me what you're asking. What was the steal of the auction? Well, I'm watching the auction in real time with you guys. Well, you're seeing in real time me looking at this. Zek Deathstroke and Greg Capullo Batman, those are good prices. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, the Brave and the Bold. Okay, that's why he said we have a deal. All right, Dave Cockrum. Oh, I think the Dave Cockrum X-Men probably should have gone a little higher. The Batman Complete Story. That was a $10,000 trade if that was going to happen. Mignola Corum the Prince. Interesting. Peach Momoko, 16 grand. That feels strong. So, I mean, I've been saying it as I've been going, what I think low end of fair or fell between the cracks. So, oh my God, the Mignola Avengers Annual. All right, the Mignola Avengers Annual went for 15K. Who thinks that's a good price? Who thinks that fell between the cracks? I want to know. And got pre-orders. That just the book and no stretch goals. I think you get everything unknown, but I'm not 100% sure. There were no steals in the auction. They were just crazy price. I don't know, man. Maybe the Aparo, maybe the market has adjusted. So the Michael Golden, did anybody have a feeling? Funny feeling? Not a funny feeling. Did anybody have a feel whether that was a strong price or fell between the cracks or the right price? Oh man, the Apparel Green Lantern Batman went for 13,750. Oh my God, the John Toddlebin Miracle Man 12. I don't know if that's strong or weak. I just know that if things were different, I would have went for it. Greg Hildebrandt, Deadman, 13,000. Okay. You know, 50-50, the Captain America 101 seems to be on the low end of fair. Okay, so number one Marvel fan thinks it went high. Marcus said it depends on how much I can take. Pit sold for 30. Oh, I must have skipped that. The Thundercats reissue came in. TJ, the Thundercats hardcovers will be in soon. Yeah, please sign up for the Wizard of Oz. No. Let's see. John Romita and Al Williamson, Daredevil Splash, 13. All right. So let me do the Keown and then I'll come back to Dave Sim. Let's see. All right, 37.5. That seems wow, the splash went for more than the Hulk cover. I guess I missed it. I must have went too quickly. Yeah, I missed the Iron Man Gil Kane. All right, I skipped this going into the Miller Daredevil. All right, let's go back to Dave Sim. Cerberus number 3 cover. Oh, inside back cover. Okay. Yeah, then that's fine. Arthur Adams, all new X-Men, 12.5. Rich Buckler. Wow. So I wonder how much the Brave and the Bold with the Flash would have won for if I wasn't doing the 3-way trade. I wonder. Let's see. Alex Ross Marvels with the Fantastic Four. Yeah, 11,000. That's a strong price. Good. Brian Boland, Animal Man, 11,875. That feels like a little bit of a deal there. Let's see. Billy Graham, Jungle Action. Oh, that's cool. That. Yeah, man, the Jack Kirby Marvel Treasury, 11,250. Feels like a deal. I agree with that. I'll never own a pit page along with no death blow. Corey, you never know, right? If they can ask you a question that has nothing to do with art, but considering you've been in the business for, you might have an answer for me. Sure, ask away. Nobody can give me why is there no more chromium covers? Because they're expensive to make and you need to sell a ton. So probably would, I don't know, a $4.99 comic would need to be $8.99. They're pretty expensive. Robert Crumb, I have no feel for. Wow, Prince Valiant by Kaluta, 10K. The Andy Kubert feels like it went a little light for having Psylocke and Sabretooth. 10,006 and a quarter. Werner Roth is going up. Wally Wood, Chris Ware, Don Rosa, Donald Duck. Poor Don Rosa. Man, he doesn't make enough for all the attention he's put into everything he's done. Let's see. The Bogdanov. I don't know. I felt, oh my God. What if? Wow. 87.50. What am I missing? Let's see. I'm missing a question, that's for sure. Someone told me that someone owns the rights and that's why nobody makes them, or the printer that used to make them closed down. Oh, that could be it too. But is it possible to? What might I put up next week? That's funny. But it is possible to make them, and nobody can make them. Well, I mean, you're telling me something I don't know. I know they were expensive, so I guess I like this show. Well, thank you, Jewish Dragons. FYI, DC did a couple of Chromium covers last year. Oh, okay. So it is still. I don't even remember. I guess the Chromium process is not exclusive, or maybe whoever owns it sold it. Let's see. Val Merrick, 10-page story, 8,750. I feel like this Carmen Infantino detective has been around, so let's see. Mignola, Alex Toth. You don't see as much Black Canary because that one page went for a crazy amount of money. Cap 104, John Romita Sr., Cap 142. Frank Miller, Firefighter. Let's see what else we got here. I hope we're not keeping you up. Well, it's a good thing. Get Nick a Coca-Cola. Yeah, I still have a good chance on the Rudy Nebres Vampy page. I wish you the best, Corey. Nick's minions are gone. Let's see. Wallywood. Oh my God. Alberto, I know there's no Daredevil on this, but the Wallywood Daredevil 8, page 6 for 7,500. I get it. You want him in that costume, but man, I think this was a good deal. Wow, 7,500. Joe Madureira, Deadpool. Let's see. Bernie Wrightson, Batman the Cult, 5,750. That feels a little on the lower end of fair. Let's see. Murray 7, 4,500. That's a good price. Let's see. Reed Waller, no feel. Stephen Platt. With the prices of Stephen Platt, I almost feel like this is a good deal. The Wonder Woman by Perez seems to be good. Wow. All righty then. So all in all, a really strong auction. Did anybody see what the total was at? Okay, so Greg Blob feels like it went a little cheap. Ross has so much fun to talk to. I wish he would lighten up on the Disney afternoon ducks. Well, it does feel like that. It did, he could have been better. It could have been better all around, but there are things that I'm sure happened that we don't know, that we'll never know. That's funny, Marcus. Sunday's going to be like what, 12 hours of auction? I don't know, 10 hours probably. Probably go from 12 to 10. What was the total? Did anybody pay attention to the total? Yeah, and it looks like one Paul Smith X-Men went for more than Byrne. Come on, guys. 58 watching, 45 likes. Let's get we should be at 62 likes. It was 8.5 after Zach, but the Indies would have. Okay, Don Russell bought a higher price than Bern Hogarth. Yeah. I'm gonna get some water, guys. Give me 1 second. I actually hate bottled water. But I've been stuck in my room working since the minute I got up. So yeah, you guys like read all this stuff that all of our water, everything has plastic, and we all have it like a credit card's worth of plastic in our system. Kind of crazy. Really, really crazy. Let's see. Yeah, the Dave McKean Batman. I can't believe it won for that. Has there ever been any other Dave McKean Batman original art? Let's see. Dave McKean Batman original art. Just in general, I'm putting so there's been 15 pages to date. So the Batman Asylum from 2021 didn't have the Joker. That went for $9,600. I think Killer Croc and Batman are on a page from 2016. That went for $8,300. Man, there's nothing that broke. Okay, these are not necessarily in order. All right, I thought I went from highest to lowest. So it looks like the next highest one is $20,400 from 2022. Wow, it's crazy. Wow. Asking basically DuckTales used some of the concept from his stuff. Oh, okay. Curious where the Cockrum X-Men cover at Comic Connect will close next week. That'll be interesting, Rugrat. Yeah, I mean, I think Barks also had the advantage of being able to do paintings and making a lot of money after that. You can charge more with additional plastic. Man, Pam likes bottled water. I don't. But, you know. I don't know. So did anybody get anything today besides Tariq? I'm getting too old. Man, one day I would love a Schomburg, but probably never going to happen. Oh, well. Yeah, he did sacrifice his eyesight. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? Anything we should talk about besides Diamond? You know, as much as I look away, I can see myself, and how you guys don't have nightmares after my shows, I have no idea. You never bid. Got art today. Every piece was sold. Yes, but did anybody here get anyone? The Vampirella Kickstarter closed, but you can still pledge. You can still, it's forget what it's called, like not in demand, but something like that. Red Sonja news, hopefully something to come soon. We broke 75,000, which is nice. Oh, nice. You got them off a Wednesday night auction. That's good. There's something I was going to look at. I don't know if it's maybe it was the Vampirella. I mean, we ended at over 75, and then we got a pledge after that, which put us we were at 75.5, and now we're at 75.7 or something like that. Let's see, 75.5, 75.7. Yeah, 75.551, and now we're at 75.751. Well, what I was aiming for is, I mean, I would say that 50,000 was our bare minimum. So 75 is good. I was hoping it would be higher, but 75 is good. No, Jerry, not tonight. Tonight, I had such a crazy, crappy week that I didn't get a chance to pull anything. Yeah, it'll be good to have Amy back. I hope she had a great time. So, let's see. 2 Avengers pages. Thought I won one, but won 2. Ooh, what's the second one? Number 1 Marvel fan? I don't even remember what the first one is. Can you name both? So I'm going to go back to real quick, without naming names. The Brave and the Bold Flash one with Brave and the Bold 135 cover with the Flash. Like 10 years ago was offered to me at 60 grand, and then like a couple of years ago, I don't remember exactly, 3, 4, 5, 6, was offered to me at 30 grand. So when they came in the auction, a friend of mine knew I really wanted it, but I wasn't going to go after it. So we did a 3-way deal where as long as it didn't go above 20 grand, we were going to do a trade-off, and it worked out. Oh, thanks, Tariq. Yeah, it is nice to just shoot the breeze. Still curious which page is number 1 Marvel fan 1. Very curious about that. Let's see. What's weird is that the comments pop on the live before they pop on here, and you would think they would pop on here first. Thank you, Igor. That's really nice of you. 3-way, you say yes, Jerry. So basically, I'll give you. I don't know if the person wants me to say the deal I made, so I'm not going to say it. I thought it was Brave and the Bold 135. Is it 125? I don't know why I thought it was 135. You'll sell me your Brave and the Bold for. Yeah, I couldn't afford it right now, Rugrat. I got this one for 17.5, so that's good. And it's in trade, so it's nothing out of pocket. Let's see. Don't kiss and tell. I won't. No, basically, 135 is the Metalman. So it's 125. Guys, I'm like, my head's like totally out of it. Let's see. Okay, 125. Duh. I'm not the smartest guy in the room. All right, 50 likes. Thank you. So, Jerry, what I did like a long time ago, I had a Kevin McGuire covered at Justice League number 2 that a friend of mine really wanted. Jeff Spokes has the art up for Red Hood number 1. With Red Hood being canceled, what will happen to the original art for issue 2 and 3? Can he sell it? I would imagine he can sell it, Bruno. I just don't know what the value is with the series not coming out. You like that Flash is dead on the cover? He's not dead. He's injured. He's injured. He's not dead. Injured. Difference. Batman's there to save the day. Yours is the Metalman. Nice. So, I traded my Justice League McGuire cover, and this was with Will Gabriel. So Will got my Justice League number 2 McGuire cover. The person Will was trading with got a Fantastic Four burn page, and then I got the Invaders 21, 22. I've got the comic here because I love it's one of my favorite comics because it's got a Golden Age story. And I got the Invaders. I don't have the original art here, but I do have the actual comic. So, like I said, this is one of my favorite Invaders because it's just a really great Gil Kane, Human Torch, and Submariner, and so that's what I got in the 3-way deal. Let's Let's see. Are you excited at all about the Lotto coming to New York Comic Con? It's been a minute since he's been. I mean, I know he was always in US earlier this year. Yeah, no, it's really exciting. Delato is one of the best artists in the industry. He's an artist. It's nice seeing an artist who's a nice guy. Oh, he's your favorite. Cool. Oldest son to watch Demon Slayer. Nice. Yeah, TJ, it was. So, giving up my only McGuire cover was a little hard, but to get that made it worth it. So, but yeah, getting the 125 is nice today. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So anyway, under pressure. Oh, right. I'm not allowed to sing. Not to mention I have a bad singing voice. Let's see. All right. Let's see. So what else do we want to talk about, guys? Is the Schomburg a Submariner cover? Yeah, the Schomburg is the Invaders. It's Captain America, Submariner, and Human Torch. It's really nice, but I'll never get one. They're just too expensive. Maybe one day I'll be able to get a page. Let's see, I'm allowed to do this. So that's the Brave and the Bold that I got. It's hard to see. Oh well. Jake, can you pull up the cover to Brave and the Bold 125? I don't know if you
Yes, sir. Give me just a second.
All right, thanks. So probably wrap this up in a few minutes. I got actually so much work to do. I'll probably be working till 4 or 5 in the morning. That's all right. That's life. Better to be busy working than busy looking for work, right, guys? We're not doing the giveaway tonight, Kenneth, because I don't know what to give away. But I wanted to do a giveaway, but I didn't make it to the office. Got one more question. If new artists that you don't have much professional work on, but you're really skilled at the moment, have 2 Fame covers and 2 Kickstarter covers. I'm staying away from anybody who's doing Fame covers, Igor. Fame covers there's a lot of problems with that. I'm not. Flash looks as weak as Aquaman. It actually looks weaker than the Mignola one. It is a nice tiger. What do you guys think of that Batman versus Predator splash we'll go for? What's it at now? Igor, I would have to look at the art and and again, not if they're doing Fame covers. Alex Marino, how are you? All right, so I'm going to look Batman Predator original art.
Is this the right one?
That is.
Okay.
So let's see, the Batman Predator. Wow. I mean, it's going to pop between now and Sunday, but let's see. It went to Variety magazine. How do you like that? I don't know. I have to think this is going to go for at least 15 grand. What's anybody else think it's going to go for? I'd say at least 15K. 1900 with buyers, and it got to end up with some Fame covers. All right, so I missed a few comments. So let me read the comments. Let's see. Yeah. Didn't know. Oh, you didn't know he was on them. Let's see. He just sold commissions. What about warehouse jobs? Right now we're with a hiring freeze because we got to get past this. Kitty is playing with Flash. There you go, TJ. You don't even know what is a Kickstarter. 20. You think it's going to go for 20? Okay. 2 Kickstarters. With the fame cover, whatever. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Like I said, right now, we're just getting past this diamond stuff. So, all right. So I said at least 15. Alex said 20. We'll see what happens. All righty. Guys, thank you for being here. It's Friday night. I really appreciate you guys giving us your time. Be kind to each other. Let's all try and tone it down a little. The world is an ugly place. Whether you agree or disagree with with Charlie Kirk and his messages, he never should have been shot or killed. Never should have been shot. He never should have died. He's a human being, and we live in America, and everybody's allowed their opinion. Some of the stuff that's going on right now, like Nancy Mace being a total ass, where one day she says the left and we need to punish them, put them in jail, whatever. And then the next day when she finds out that he's because she's assuming he's a trans person, and people started writing that bullshit about him putting messages on the bullet, and then the next day saying, oh, God forbid, give him everything. That's the stuff that's making this country and this world worse. So let's all do what we can to tone it down. Let's be kind to each other, and we are all Americans, and those who aren't even Americans, we're all human beings, and we should all treat each other with respect, and we should all be kind and considerate. Okay. I am upset at stuff like Nancy Mace doing that. She is stoking the fire, which is what's making everything worse. Okay. And that one senator might have been from Utah, I can't even remember, who, when the people in Minneapolis were killed, made a joke out of it, but then goes totally crazy because of this killing. It's wrong. We need to be kind. Nobody should die. Nobody should get hurt. We need to make the world a better place. And release the list. Yes, the Epstein list needs to be released. That was a promise. That was a promise that was campaigned upon, where it was promised that the list would be released. And the fact that you have people in the FBI who, when they were mostly influencers, saying that they knew for a fact what was on the list and that they wanted to see it released, and now to say there's no list, well, that's BS. But I know, Goo. It's not. It's totally not. And we can only control ourselves. We can only control ourselves. Yes, Michael. So let's just be kind to each other. Hug your loved ones, because again, Charlie Kirk was 31. He did not deserve to die. He did not deserve to be shot, much less die. He left a wife. He left 2 kids. The way to change anything is to help each other, to vote the way you want to vote. I will say, for those who are still upset that President Trump won, guess what? Democracy won. Okay? He won the election. And he is our president. And we should be. Kirk wanted it released until he got a phone call from somebody, and he said he trusted the government, but we shouldn't go down that rabbit hole. So yes, and my voice I know I don't think you were doing tongue in cheek there, but my voice can only be heard here right now. But yeah, man, look, vote, be kind to each other, and let's keep the rhetoric down. It's got to stop from both sides. You know, I feel like it's, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, a lot of the rhetoric and a lot of the problems are from the far left and the far right. And they engage us and they make people defensive, which gets a lot of people in the middle up in arms. And that's got to stop. That really has to stop. Now, we live in America, there's free speech. So anybody can say what they want as long as it's not hateful, as long as they don't hurt anybody. But if we can control ourselves, we can be kind to each other. That's what we should do. But again, hug your loved ones. You really do never know. And give yourself some time too. Anyway, I'm tired, so forgive me. I know Jay appreciates you guys as well. Yeah, don't burn a flag. Burning a flag is stupid. That's not the way to make a point. Making a point, protesting, that's a good way to do it. Making a point, gathering together, making a point by voting, that's what's important. You're not making a point when any kind of destruction does not make a point. Okay? Hands down, does not make a point. I was totally against people that were causing problems with Tesla, hurting the dealerships. That was wrong. We need to all think of the other person. And I get it. We're all passionate about the way we feel. But there has to be a little bit of level-headedness in that passion. So, listen, I appreciate you guys getting us over 50 likes. I appreciate you guys being here. Next week, we'll have a sales show. We'll have some fun. Don't forget Thursday night, I'll be on Bill Cox's Heritage Recap, where you'll get more people's opinions. Jay, can you put up the Ruben image thumbnail? Live studio, the usual assortment of great art. Let's talk about it. Tonight at 9, Nancy McCann, Comics Unlimited. Sunday at 8, Ruben the Collector. I don't think Bill has anything this weekend. I didn't see anything. Monday at 5, Miss Jen will do her interview. 6 o'clock, Comic Collectibles with John and Rex. 11 o'clock, Best Coast Comics. Tuesday at 7, Minute to Skim It with Miss Jen and Shanice. 8 o'clock, Wonderland Comics. Really fun show. Check it out. Henri at 10 o'clock with Call Him As You See Him. Really good show as well. Yes, please back the Vampirella Kickstarter. Amy will be back next week. Wednesday at 7, Comic Collectibles with Rex. 8 o'clock, usually it's Ask the Producers anything. Thursday at 7, What's in the Box. 8 o'clock, Comic Geek Speak. 10 o'clock, Mog Park. That show's really been picking up. Thank you, everybody who goes there and supports Mel and Mog. And then Friday at 1, the FOC show. And 7 o'clock, me and this Facha Brute will be back. So please do visit the Kickstarter if you don't mind. Love you guys. Jay, take us away.